Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic here with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of April, so people can't pull all these pranks on you today and get away with it. But sometimes it's fun anyway, right? It doesn't all have to be on April 1st. But we're not playing any pranks today. We actually have a great show lined up for you. We actually are having our first official, actually attended community token space segment, which is running live at 10 a.m. So we have our new segment here. Thank you all for tuning in early. And please do share out the stream if you enjoy the content. It really helps us out tremendously. We are growing. We are bringing news and information and entertainment and helping spotlight the people building in our space. And we're growing along with everybody, but we really do appreciate it when you guys share out the stream, when you comment and say hi in the chat. What's up, Michael? Good morning, man. Hope you'll be joining us soon. We have the Welsh Corgi community, definitely the first dog coin on Bitcoin on Stacks, and they are joining us today. They are sponsoring Find to Earn round, so we have Find to Earn at 9:30. 5 rounds, at least 5 rounds, sponsored by Rue, Leo, B Pepe, Welsh Corgi, and Rap Nothing. You have opportunities to win around $10 worth of these tokens over 5 rounds, played with Xenitron, the game master. And with that, we are actually doing at 10 a.m. The segment changes, and we're going to spotlight one a day each week of those great sponsors. And Wednesdays will be the Wealth Show, and we will be talking about generational Welsh building today at 10 a.m. So I'm super psyched about that. I feel really good about the markets. I know that seems weird to some people. Things look maybe bearish from some perspectives, and in the short term, that may be what we experience. But I'm super bullish about what's going on in the space here, what's being built, who's building it, and the way we're building together things. Had another great night show. Missing GPSC, by the way. Hope the dude's having an excellent time, but he is such a huge value add to what we're doing at DeOrganized and across the Stacks ecosystem. So big shout out to GPSC. I ran the night show last night because Rafa specifically had asked to spotlight his beefy swaps. He also showed us some stuff about Catamaran. Really cool things that they're working on there, both Rafa and Frieger, and interesting stuff. They are looking for testers, and we'll talk a little bit more about that down the line. But there's a bunch of people building cool things, looking for alpha testers, beta testers, experienced testers, people looking to learn how to get experience. We're building a community on that, so make sure you come out and check on that with us. In friendly reminder, before I even get into the numbers, this is a news and information show. We're providing news and information only. We are not providing financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Bitcoin holding on over 84, coming in at 84,601 just a little while before broadcast. Stacks dipping down, but holding on to that 60-cent range at 60.16 cents, holding on to the number 67 place by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Fear and Greed Index is up to 29, up from 24. So again, trickling back up in the positive direction. The top three gainers on CoinMarketCap this morning are EOS, DEXY, and Radium. And this is your daily reminder. You stacks, you earn Bitcoin. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for DeFi. Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. Also want to give a quick shout out to our awesome friends at StackingDAO. I really think that they're a tremendous value add to the community, and they are a marketing partner with us, helping us bring this show to more people. And I'm in the wrong. No, I'm not. Okay. StackingDAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. StackingDAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. That's a huge key there, keeping your assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, so you don't have to have even 100 STX to use StackingDAO, and their unique design allows users to start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. If you want to start earning yields today, head over to StackingDAO and jump in. StackingDAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And we actually have another great sponsor. I don't have a link yet, but I do want to talk a little bit about BitFlow. BitFlow is your all-in-one trading hub on Stacks, featuring a powerful DEX aggregator that pulls the best swap rates from platforms like Alex, Arcadico, and Velar. So you always get the most value for every trade. Looking to explore runes? BitFlow's Runes AMM brings secure, efficient trading of fungible tokens right to the Bitcoin ecosystem. It's also the only DEX on Stacks with native BTC swaps, seamlessly trade BTC for SBTC, STX, Runes, and USDC. And if you're a long-term planner, you'll love their DCA tool. Set it and forget it for BTC, SIP10 tokens, and Runes. Smart traders, better rates, built for Bitcoiners. That's BitFlow. And tremendous thanks to both BitFlow and StackingDAO for being partners with DeOrganized and helping us spread and grow all this great stuff that's happening in our ecosystem. And the Stacks DeFi numbers for today. Hermetica is offering 19% yield on USDH with over $5 million value locked in the platform. You can DCA into Bitcoin, Stacks, and Runes and more effortlessly at bitflow.finance. Alex has surpassed $2.6 billion in volume, launched DAM, unveiled Alex AI token listing tools, and wrapped Surge 3 with top SBTC yields. PerpDex on Stacks. Velar has launched their long-awaited PerpDex. Now you can engage in PerpDex trading, staking your Velar pair, pair your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade tokens on Velar. Zest is offering 3.63% yield on SBTC today, with today's highest yield at 9.63% on STSTX over at StackingDAO. You can earn 9.61% on STSTX, 10.24% yield in native BTC, or 9.33% with rewards in SBTC. Top 3 Stacks token gainers on STXTools.io are Shark, Flat Earth, and Pepe token. Shout out to the fam. And guys, a great place to do your own research. We always talk about doing your own research. STXTools.io. is a great place to go learn about all of the tokens, get all the information you can about the tokens you want to know about in the Stacks ecosystem. stxtools.io. That's where you go. What is happening in the Stacks ecosystem today? Wednesday, we have our show this morning at 8:30, and every Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m., we run the DeOrganized morning show. That runs right into 9:30 a.m. We have Fine to Earn. At 10 a.m., we have the Welsh Corgi show that will be live right here. You can stay tuned right on DeOrganized. If you do like the content, by the way, you should definitely be following at DeOrganized BTC, and also set up notifications, because there's going to be times where you're going to need some information. Like, for instance, we actually have a Zeely campaign with Bitflow right now, and I don't know if you guys noticed the ticker at the bottom, but the password for today's DeOrganized Bitflow Zeely campaign is Bitcoin BFF, and I have a password for yesterday's show as well, and I will get that out to you sometime today. But today's password for the Zeely campaign for Bitflow is Bitcoin BFF. And remember, guys, share out the stream. We really need you guys to share out the stream as much as you can. Elder Statesman, Fine to Earn. That's right. That's right, buddy. This guy's he's one of the pro players now, actually. He keeps winning. So, guys, there's opportunities to play games and win and engage, and we have a great community building over here. Everyone's engaged. We're all chatting, supporting each other in the live chat, supporting each other in the comments on the game rounds. It's really a great thing. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to Fine to Earn, come join us, because it's a really cool experience. In the news, Galaxy Digital expands in UK with new trading license. Galaxy Digital, the cryptocurrency firm founded by Mike Novogratz, has secured a derivatives trading license from the UK's Financial Conduct Authority. That's the FCA. This authorization allows Galaxy Digital to offer derivatives trading, capital raising, advisory services, and fund distribution support in the UK. The firm plans to expand its London team beyond the current 40 employees to meet growing demand for digital assets. This move aligns with the UK government's supportive stance on digital asset growth, as evidenced by recent regulatory measures. Notably, this expansion follows Galaxy Digital's $200 million settlement with the New York Attorney General related to the collapsed cryptocurrency Luna. Galaxy Digital's back in action. Circle files for an IPO. Circle Internet, the operator of the USDC stablecoin, has filed for an initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange. The company reported a revenue increase to $1.66 billion, primarily from its reserves, despite a drop in net income to $156 million due to rising operating costs and significant expenditures on fees and transaction costs to partners like Coinbase. Circle aims to leverage a favorable regulatory environment under President Trump, who has expressed intentions to make the U.S. a leading hub for cryptocurrency. He also just launched his own stablecoin. This IPO attempt follows a previously failed SPAC merger in 2022 and highlights Circle's efforts to maintain transparency and accountability. Elon Musk's social media platform X has filed an amicus brief with the U.S. Supreme Court, advocating against suspicionless subpoenas that compel companies to disclose sensitive user financial data. Suspicionless subpoenas. This intervention supports a case involving Coinbase where users whose transaction records were obtained by the IRS without warrant. X argues that such actions violate constitutional protections. It seems like obvious to me too, and could set a concerning precedent for user privacy across digital platforms. That's a Freudian slip. It's a problem. We're still not totally clear on how we can act and what we need to do. And the government acting out of sorts is also very problematic. We need to get past that as a society. I think we will. President Donald Trump is set to announce new tariffs on April 2nd, referred to as Liberation Day, aiming to impose reciprocal duties on countries with trade imbalances with the U.S. The specifics of these tariffs remain undisclosed, causing market volatility and concerns over potential trade wars. Investors and global markets are on high alert, anticipating the economic ramifications of these measures. Fidelity reports suggests Bitcoin may enter new acceleration phase. A recent report by Fidelity indicates that Bitcoin could be on the verge of a new acceleration phase. Factors contributing to this potential growth include increased institutional adoption. We definitely have that. Favorable market dynamics, probably have that. Investors are advised to monitor these developments closely. There's never been a better time to buy Bitcoin besides today, except for before today. That's really almost all. That's been the case for over a decade now. Not financial advice, but your dollars lose value rapidly over time, even if with a target rate of 2% inflation, which is bullshit anyway. We all know that. But your Bitcoin increases over time. Even if you bought at the peak 2 cycles ago, you're doing better than you're up. Your money increased in value, and over time that trend should continue. Everything is obviously, if it's an investment, don't mix money you can't afford to lose. You're not putting money in that you need next month to pay your mortgage, pay your rent, or buy your groceries. But anything extra that you're putting into savings, you could do worse than putting it into Bitcoin. The BitL battle has ended. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get to that one in a second. ETF flows on April 1st, 2025, approximately 2,300 BTC were sold and 600 ETH were sold. BTC ETFs experienced $157.8 million in net outflows. ETH ETF saw $3.6 million in net outflows. The BitB Bitcoin ETF recorded an inflow of 24.5, so they bought, while other Bitcoin ETFs like ARKB, FBTC faced outflows of 87.4 million and 85.4 million respectively. And so that's basically the market for investing in Bitcoin in ETF form, in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what the ETFs are. So you just kind of go with it, right? You see what they're doing, but this is retail through institutional players, right? So that's what you kind of get to see is what the retail market's thinking through these ETFs to some degree. Could be institutional too. BitL battle has ended, but Stacks builders are just getting started. The first Stacks BitL battle has officially concluded, but the momentum is only just beginning. Judges and mentors praised the quality and creativity of the project submitted during the 3-week hackathon. Special congratulations go out to Lord Rosar, who took first place with his amazing Blaze project, which we've been admiring for weeks and weeks leading up to before the BitL battle even started. Builders are encouraged to continue their journey through Stacks Ascent, a program designed to accelerate skills, network, and product development. Plus, Hero is offering 2 developer scholarships to Bitcoin 2025 in Las Vegas, covering travel, hotel, and event access. Learn more, apply, and keep building on Bitcoin. DeOrganized launches SIP Innovation Show Friday, spotlight on BNS. We have so much going on. I almost forgot about this story. DeOrganized is kicking off its new Stacks Improvement and Community Innovation live stream series this Friday. We will be taking over the SIP calls as a live stream. We will be going live at 10:30 a.m., so a half an hour earlier than the start time. With the first episode focused on enhancing the blockchain naming system. That's BNS. BNS is Stacks' decentralized alternative to DNS, enabling human-readable names for blockchain addresses. The show will dive into current proposals and community efforts to improve BNS usability and adoption. This initiative supports the broader SIP process and invites developers, creators, and users to collaborate on shaping the future of the Stacks ecosystem. And we have a limited number of people that can actually come onto the live stream for the live discussion. But we have the live chat, and it's across multiple streams, and we really, really want you guys to engage in the live chat. Come and ask your questions. So this is a great place Friday at 10:30 a.m. after the Rue show. The Rue show is on Friday at 10, runs to 10:30. 10:30, we start the SIP show, and that actually will start with the BNS discussion. And we have the BNS discussion going on Friday. We want you guys to join us and become a part of it. DeOrganized Games hits open alpha. The alpha testnet on DeOrganized Games is open. You can join now. DeOrganized Games, built on the Rising Tide protocol, has entered open alpha testing, offering creators a platform to host decentralized game lobbies with ease. That's still in development. The system includes tools for managing funds, distribution, and tracking game results online, with planned features like leaderboards and rewards. Testing is showcased live on the DeOrganized night show, sometimes on the morning show, giving a glimpse into the innovative approach to gaming where creators control their own ecosystem. Fine to earn meta is here, and it's changing the game. Pioneered by Skullcoin founder Xenitron, this innovative format offers a fresh and engaging way to interact with the community, onboard new users, and create real play-to-earn opportunities. Join us daily on DeOrganized for live find-to-earn rounds powered by BoostX, where participation pays and fun meets function. And if you are interested in developing on Stacks, head over to stacks.co/build/get started. And you can, it's just a button. If you just go to stacks.co, you don't have to remember that whole URL. Stacks.co, over to the right, says get started. And from there, you can access developer tools, beginner guides, and full app building resources. Whether you're new to the blockchain or an experienced builder, you'll find everything you need, including opportunities to get paid to build. Don't wait. Start building on Stacks today. I'm actually going to bring in, I have Money Toes here with me, I think. Are you there, sir?
Hey, yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to have you. So this is just the kind of casual chat about what's going on. We don't have any other specific guests today, and I'm actually happy to have you here right through the whole show. And then we're going to have Find to Earn coming in a half an hour. I don't know if you've ever caught the Find to Earn segments yet. Are you going to play with us today?
I'm definitely excited to play today. Yeah, I have. I've seen it played before, but I've never played myself. So,
right on. It's such a good. I actually, when I first started playing it on the spaces with Xenitron, it was Xenitron and Staxy were running the games, and I always thought it was a good time, but it was super hard for me at first. Like I couldn't understand what the process, like the best process is and how to do it, and and then plus I talk too much. That's part of my problem with the I start talking to Staxy and Xenitron and don't pay attention to try to find the location, but it really is like super fun. It's super fun, and then you get a little bit of a reward. It's not a huge amount, but $10 worth of a meme token, and it gets exposure to the projects that are sponsoring the rounds, and it just is something that we can do that's like fun and entertaining and not a whole lot of riding on it, just something to kind of do together. I love it.
I think that's the important part, like the actual playing together is fun. I love to play, so in all ways in my life I love to play. So
that's really what life's about, right? It's about having meaningful experiences, and sometimes the best meaningful experiences are when you're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you can bring play into anything. So directly, it's a game we're going to be playing, so it works out perfectly.
Right. And thank you again. So those that don't know, like it's really easy to get, Rue, Leo. I don't want to say easy, but it's easy to, like, Rue has a leader. Jack and Ian are running Rue. And don't get me wrong, there's a community there that could kind of run it if Jack disappeared or something, right? Jack says that a lot. And same thing, B Pepe, you know, there's a core group of guys, and you could always reach out to a number of them, but Mark's the guy that you reach out to. And then with Leo, Rubes is the guy. It's a great community, but Rubes is the guy. With Welsh, it's a completely different, same thing with Rap Nothing, by the way, but Welsh doesn't even have its own specific X handle, you know? So shout out to the community coins for being organized enough to come together to support this, to provide the sponsorship for the game rounds. You know, that's money all put up by the communities, by the way. We're not actually making money on it. It's just something we're doing to because we think it's good for the community to run these games. But huge shout out to you guys for being a real decentralized community, but being able to kind of organize and come together on relatively short notice with this too.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most that's one of the things I love about Welsh the most. It's definitely one of the most stressful parts potentially, and but it gives an opportunity for. I just feel like with Welsh being the first dog meme coin on Bitcoin via Stacks, that it is Stacks is a perfect place where a decentralized community is always going to just blossom. It's always going to blossom. It's always like there's going to be someone new tomorrow that comes out of nowhere who wants to wear Welsh on their chest. And yeah, I just think it's just it's like a stewing pot for the perfect recipe for a decentralized community, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's great stuff. We actually have what Jag BT. what Jag PT?
I'll show you. I have something fun for you to see today. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Very cool. Michael, do you know Muddy Toes from the Welsh community?
No, but I heard without Welsh, we have nothing in Stacks. That's what Stu told me.
Wait, was that a plug for Rap Nothing, though? I'm not sure how that could have been. Was that a play on words?
When I joined the community...
Welsh was one of the only things around when...
Am I wrong?
It was like Welsh and Alex and Stacks. You could buy Stacks, you could buy Welsh, you could buy Alex. That's all I
heard. It's so funny because people... When I asked people in Stacks how they found Stacks, they didn't find it because they wanted to generate stake yield. Hey, well, how's it going, Mel? How's it going? Hey, we're wearing the same clothes now, all of us. But a lot of people,
and I'm trying to get my hair like yours as well. I'm trying to look more like you.
If I put my bun up,
ooh.
a little bit.
I've got a bit of Michael. I've got a bit of Peace.
All right.
So you're Michael from the neck down.
And there's an M behind whoever that is. So it's all about
Muddy. Melanie. This is Muddy Toes from the Welsh community joining us.
Hey, Melanie. Hi. Peace.
So just to end up, like the people I talked to in Stacks, when I asked them how they found Stacks, it was through the meme community, not because there was some interest-making opportunity. Does that make sense? So they got in for happiness and joy, not some utility thing. So, shout out to you.
Well, that is a utility, isn't it?
How dare you? Are you saying peace, love, music, and joy is a utility in and of itself in this day and age?
Happiness is a utility. What are you talking about?
Is that what music?
How dare you want to have happiness?
Entertainment is a use case, right?
I mean, Hollywood and Bollywood would prove that to be true, right? Video games, people primarily consume mechanisms to achieve joy.
Yeah.
Yes, but you know what, too? You also learn a lot through video games. Like you can create a game that's designed to provide entertainment and engagement, but the utility is actually to also disseminate information, like we're doing kind of with Skullcoin, with a Fine to Earn.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Anything is a game. I mean, sorry to interrupt you, but I've been going crazy about Sense. I've discovered my new love. I mean, I've owned Sense for a long time. You know, the collection by Sovereign Art.
I'm not familiar. Sense?
Yeah,
Is it
C-E-N-T. So this guy, Rutherford Chang, is the artist. And I'm going to take you down another one of the autistic laser beam moments. Yeah.
So is it? It's Sense artwork.
If you want to find it, you go to Sovereign SOVRN.BTC. I think it is, or dot. It's on Twitter.
Oh, the Decentralized ID people. Yeah, they had a DID. Yeah.
This guy, Rutherford Chang, is an artist, unfortunately deceased recently, but he took 10,000 pennies. There they are.
Okay,
Yeah, he took 10,000 pennies, sifted through them, because pre-1982, pennies were made from copper, and after that, they became basically worthless. So he took 10,000 of them, sifted through them. You see, that's the block. That's what he did with them. He photographed them meticulously and then melted it down into this particular block, which is inscribed as well to Bitcoin. So I bought, and I'm telling you now, if you guys, this is financial advice. Okay, not really. If you want to look at a collection that is one of the most historic on Bitcoin, it is this particular collection. And I think if you go through and have a look what historians are even saying about this collection, it is an extraordinary collection. And anyway, so I keep my eye out on it. I am invested in the collection. So I bought another one the other day. Anyway, I don't know why I even started talking about Sense.
Well, it's topical. It's something you're working on. It definitely is interesting stuff. Jamie F. Bamber Fish Cake, for those that don't know Jamie. Shout out Dog Pool. Jamie said he was looking at this. It's an iconic collection, Jamie says.
And you can pick them up pretty inexpensively. I mean, okay, a couple of $100. But I'd say for an iconic collection that I think in another 10 years' time is going to be one of the earliest statements of what we are doing here, both with Bitcoin and with art. You know? Is there
a real world asset piece to this too, or is it just the artwork, the imagery, and that it's on Bitcoin, obviously, somehow?
The cents, the actual 10,000 cents that he photographed. So Rutherford Chang photographed these 10,000 cents, and then, bless you, and then melted them all down into that real world block. So those 10,000 pennies are now that block of copper. They don't exist anymore in the real world. That is it. There's no real world asset because they were real world. They became worthless. And now they have been reworthed. So people are kind of saying, like, you know, one day, like 1 penny is going to be 1 Bitcoin. Not that it's even about the pennies anymore. It's about the statement against money and the fact that it had value when it was attached to the gold standard. And we basically detached that and then made it, as your banner says, a worthless piece of junk. So the pennies now have more value that they are inscribed to Bitcoin.
I understand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's an incredible message. Anyway, so I've been speaking to one of the...
So it's like alchemy, right? Instead of turning lead into gold, you're turning pennies into Satoshis.
Yeah.
Copper into Bitcoin.
How dare you?
Incredible.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah, it is kind
That's
of...
why one day this collection is just going to be like, pew! Oh, I get it. You know?
It's a statement.
Very cool.
Yeah. More so than I'd say many other of the collections out there. Not that I'm dissing them, you know, but I mean, I own some beautiful pieces of art, but...
I mean, we should have a diss NFT creators part of the show, right? Sometimes we have too much happiness, you know? Right?
Let's say ones we hate.
We should roast NFT collections. That would be a great portion of the show.
Yeah. Let's go totally rogue, do the most un-PC thing in the world and say like, oh my God, have you seen blah, blah, blah? It's so pathetic. I mean, why are people even buying those stupid Taproot wizards?
It's crazy. What I don't know. I haven't checked the prices in days, but it was like almost immediately after mint, just priced down.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
sad.
like, Peace gave me, in all of his wisdom, access to like the restream, and so if you see anything change by accident, it's me.
That's okay. We it's how we do here, right? We learn on the fly. It was actually, and we need more people to help with producing. And you actually do a great job screen sharing and everything too. That's it. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding.
So how does this work? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, look. So like, Peace Love is the main person now.
Haven't you learned Peace after you've watched him play Fine to Earn? Oh, there we go. There's nothing wrong with this view. Mark,
Ooh, right?
She was about to tell me I made a mistake until she came on.
Look at this. Did you know we could do this?
yes.
This is crazy.
It's
Look
hard to
at
do
that.
that and read though.
Oh, look, I can do my hair. This is perfect.
All right, so let's start again. Let's pretend like we're an actual show. Mel, you were talking to me.
We're not pretending, bro. We are an actual
sorry.
show.
Welcome to an actual show. Mel, you were talking about the Sense Project. Can you say more words about that and why it's a pivotal moment in art and in financial markets?
Okay, well, I think we are still. Are you teasing me now? Or must I actually say this? Because I just never know.
We're gonna do this for the clip. You know when 300 does the
Oh,
clip? Yeah.
we did clip. Okay.
So I'm gonna prompt you as if you're not a real person. So Mel, we were talking about the future of financial markets and art, which by the way are tied closely together because through art we see culture. It used to be religion, now it's philosophy and science, maybe a melding of all three. But you talked about the Sense Project. What do you think, as someone who understands finance, community, and fine art, what does the Sense Project represent for laying a stake in the ground, almost like the BCAD moment of finance and art?
Yeah, I think that when it comes to money, I think for a lot of people, it had become almost a meme, or it's heading that way. I think, the idea that money doesn't have any, it's not attached to anything that has any value. And I think just being debased as it was, to bring out a collection that not only shows us that there is more value in what we're doing with Bitcoin and that technology than there is. I can't speak with my face so big, man.
But you're a superstar now. That's how it works. You're like that.
Don't make me do it.
You're like the Bitcoin Gal Gadot.
Okay, yeah, let's start again then.
All right, let's start again. All right, we're gonna practice being a real show.
Where do I look? Do I look into the camera? Or do I look, this is my mirror face. Do you have a mirror face?
Can you raise your chin just a bit, or can you look directly above the camera?
Stop it. I can't because my laptop is so high on this stupid big.
Oh, that's why. So it looks like I'm looking down at you a bit. But let's start again. You were telling me about this pivotal moment in fine art and finance, wherein they are doing an alchemy on the blockchain, not from lead to gold, but from copper to Satoshis. Tell me more.
Okay, I think it's a statement against what happened to money. You know, when we saw money discouple from gold, or fiat discouple from gold, at the same time, or during a period of time, we saw pennies, which were traditionally copper, so they had the value, what the penny was made of, the penny was worth. And in 1982, that too discoupled. The penny became made of zinc, so had no value. So I think when you and kind of this, the Satoshi's vision of bringing about a money that cannot be debased. I think if you tie those thoughts all together and you see a collection where we've taken something that currently has no value, photographed it and put it onto a Satoshi, you have given the image or the ideology of that item more value by putting it onto a money that will last forever in its current form. You can't change what it is. When you sort of come down to the actual, the Bitcoin that is Bitcoin. And so with Sense, what they did was they took Rutherford Chang, the artist, took those pennies, 10,000 of them, photographed them, put each of them onto a Satoshi, and then melted that copper down into a copper block, which is the only thing that exists, which is not what it was. So it's really one of the most insightful, deep, thought-provoking collections that exist currently on Bitcoin. And I think when we look at the history of art, that 5, 10, 20 years from now, this is going to be one of those defining moments for Bitcoin, for ordinals, and for fiat.
And fade to black. Fade to black.
Michael and me have gone rogue again. Peace is just sitting there going,
what the hell?
No, it's honestly, it makes it. I'm just kind of working some processes in the background, doing the production stuff while you guys are doing the show, which is excellent. That's good stuff for us.
Cheers. And then here's another interesting thing. This is can I do a show and tell today? Sorry, Money Toast. You're our guest. Let me not take over with my silliness.
No, please go for it. I won't lie to you. I'm actually eating lunch here silently, trying to not let you guys hear my knife and spoon touching my plate, and I'm like nibbling on my food.
The ASMR is happening at 12 o'clock, but yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
The ASMR where they like to listen to sound effects. You ever heard of that? ASMR?
No, I'm not familiar.
The audience. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
We just have the noonday gun at 12 o'clock here in Africa.
Oh man, what's that?
They fire a gun every day in Cape Town. A cannon on the top of there's a cannon on top of Signal Hill. And they fire off. I don't think they fire an actual cannonball out of it, but anyway, it fires. Their gun fires. You can Google it. The noonday gun in Cape Town, South Africa.
Guys, you guys can keep going. I think I'm gonna actually relaunch the stream. Something's
what happened?
Buggy. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's not showing on X. So you guys keep going. Nothing will change in here, but the people that are watching, you'll have to retune back in.